EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Martich here with your outlook for September 6th, 2023. It is Wednesday and middle of the work week, and the Wednesday video forecast is proudly sponsored by the KP Agency in Easton, Pennsylvania. The KP Agency is Easton's only woman-owned insurance group and is an independent brokerage specializing in Medicare insurance products. Turning 65 and enrolling in Medicare can easily be described as one of the most overwhelming and confusing processes. You are bombarded with ad mail and endless calls, and the information out there can be both misleading and unreliable. Why not use a trusted local professional to guide you through the process, and at no cost? The KP Agency can educate and enroll you in all of your Medicare-related needs. Visit them online at thekpa.net or give them a call at 908-329-7140. That's 908-329-7140. And please tell them Bobby from EPAWA sent you. They are the KP Agency in Easton, proud sponsors of the Wednesday video forecast. So another wash, rinse, repeat day today. If you didn't like yesterday, you're not going to like today. Okay, another hot, humid day. Dew points in the 70s. Very hot temperatures. Actually, the temperatures are actually going to go up a couple degrees from what we saw yesterday by about 2 degrees. So the spread in temperatures today is 91 to 98 across the region today. I won't be surprised if somewhere hits 100 today. It was not out of the question, but I didn't want to put that in the official forecast. If there's an area that is the best chance to see that, it's going to be across our south central PA areas where it's been so dry. These areas down here, south of that horseshoe, a little half horseshoe there, that is where we expect the temperatures to soar the highest, because that's where the driest conditions have been for much of this summer. The rest of the region has had some, and at least in July it was well above average for a lot of areas. It wasn't so much in the south central PA. So if you're going to see an area that has that closes in the 100-degree mark today, that's a prime candidate for that area to be. To come at least come close to hitting the 100-degree mark today. But it's going to be very humid with dew points in the 70s, so it's going to be very oppressive. So heat index values are going to be at or above 100 degrees today. And then overnight tonight, we have another muggy night coming in with mostly clear skies, but temperatures, again, 70 to about 74 across the region overnight. No precipitation over this time frame today. However, as we get into Thursday, there is going to be a kind of like a surface trough that's sitting over the region. This is not an organized frontal boundary, but there is a surface trough, and along that trough, there is the opportunity for some isolated to scattered thunderstorm activity. And I do think it's going to hit most of the area, and according to the NAM here, it is going to do that, but it's going to be very late in the day on Thursday. So we're going to be partly cloudy on Thursday and scattered PM thunderstorms, and you can see that pulling in here during the evening. This is PM meaning evening, not afternoon. This is coming in during the evening where you have these scattered thunderstorms moving through, and some of these could, if there is enough instability around and the timing is just right. This is looking at 11 o'clock at night. We'll see. I mean, again, there's going to be another hot day tomorrow, as you see above me. 88 to 98 is the spread in temperatures here on Thursday. But how much instability is left is going to dictate how severe the storms are. There could be some gusty winds with some of this. In fact, the Storm Prediction Center does have a marginal risk for severe across much of interior locations here on Thursday for that reason. But I will tell you, the marginal is there and not slight, and the reason is because not everywhere is going to see the incredibly high instability values. Okay, that's where it's going to, wherever that is, wherever you have the instability values the highest across the region, could see some gusty storms with these storms that are moving through here during the evening hours. And it's going to be a race of time here between whether you have the sun sets a little bit earlier now, so we're not dealing with 9 p.m. sunsets anymore. Now we're dealing with sun setting about 7:45 or thereabouts, somewhere around there, or actually not even earlier than that. I think it's about 7:30 is the sunset. So once you get past 7:30, your instability starts to wane a little bit. So how much of this instability is hanging on when this comes in? And so it's a timing and instability issue. And I think the best chance for that to occur is going to be across south central Pennsylvania, where it initiates a little bit faster. This is 9 o'clock, okay? So 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. These storms here initially, at the very least, initially could be on the stronger side with some wind gust. And then as it moves northeast, this kind of spreads out a little bit, and you're not tapping into as much instability. So at that point, there might not be as strong. But the Storm Prediction Center, giving them their just due, okay, does have a marginal risk across much of the interior locations, not including New Jersey and Delaware in this particular case for the day 3 outlook. And I think I'm okay with that because marginal is just 5%, okay? 5% chance of seeing severe weather within 25 miles of any given point in that particular region. Okay, so once you get past this, there's the actual cold front is going to move through here on Friday. Here's the cold front, and the cold front is actually situated back here like this. There's the cold front. So you're going to have scattered showers and thunderstorms here on Friday. I might be a little bit better organized, might be a little bit earlier than what we see on Thursday for that scattered activity. For that reason, we have the percentages a little bit higher, 40 to 50% across the region. This is not going to be a total deluge. This is going to be, you're going to have some scattered thunderstorms around. In some areas, we'll get those scattered thunderstorms and some locally heavy rainfall with that. I don't think you're dealing with as much of a severe threat here on Friday, but we'll see. I want to revisit that here again tomorrow. But once we get past this point, this frontal boundary doesn't really go anywhere. It kind of just stalls over the region. And so for that reason here on Saturday, we still have variably cloudy skies and still some scattered thunderstorms, scattered showers and thunderstorms still possible on Saturday. But the temperatures will be coming down on Saturday. So the next couple days, very hot and humid, right? Friday is going to be very warm and humid. I don't think it's going to be quite oppressively hot. We're looking at temperatures in the upper 80s for most areas, maybe low 90s in our southeastern areas. But then when we get to Saturday, we're in that 80 to 85 degree range for highs. And so it's going to be a little bit more stable as the temperature comes down. And then here on Sunday, still that boundary in the vicinity, and maybe some low pressure enhancement with that on Saturday and Sunday over the weekend. So there's the opportunity for some showers and perhaps a thunderstorm here on Sunday as well. I know that's going to be heartbreaking to some of you because you're looking for a long period of time here. I know somebody reached out to me on Twitter and said that, several weeks ago, and it was probably more than a month ago, looking at what the weather was going to be like here on this weekend. And I don't want to say it's a total washout here on Sunday. Chances are lower than Saturday, but there still is the opportunity for some scattered showers and thunderstorms during the afternoon here on Sunday as well. And even Monday, still a stray shower or storm possible, but there's only about a 20% chance here on Monday. Otherwise, we're going back to partly cloudy skies here on Tuesday. And then Wednesday, there's a cold front coming through that gives us more scattered showers and thunderstorms. That's beyond the scope of our 7-day forecast window. And again, down to our southeast, this is a major hurricane that we have to keep a close eye on here, which is going to be Hurricane Lee. Right now, it's Tropical Storm Lee. It's going to be a hurricane, most likely a major hurricane. And the official National Hurricane Center forecast does, in fact, let me get into that before I get into that image of the ensembles. Here is the official National Hurricane Center track. Again, it's a tropical storm right now. Tropical Storm Lee. It is expected to become a hurricane by later today. And then by the time we get to Friday morning, it's expected to be a major hurricane. So once it gets out to this point where we're north of the Leeward Islands and north of the Greater Antilles, which is all these islands here, the Dominican Republic, Haiti, Puerto Rico, right? When it's north of Puerto Rico, north of the British Virgin Islands, it's expected to be, by National Hurricane Center forecast estimations, a Category 4 hurricane, and even a strong Category 4 hurricane at that, on the verge of Category 5. So this is going to be a huge storm. So expected to be, by the time it gets north of Puerto Rico here, it's going to be probably a Category 4 storm, very strong major hurricane. And the question is, where does it go from here? While the ensemble guidance is still, the majority of them are still taking this off in this general direction kind of like this, recurving, right? In between Bermuda and the east coast of the United States. You notice, though, there's a few more of these outliers here that are coming out here like this, okay? So we have to keep an eye on this. This is not something that can be dismissed that just says, okay, this is what it's going to do. It's going to recurve, and that's it. We have no threat to the eastern coast of the United States. I don't want to go there yet. I don't. And once it gets out here to this point right here, just north of the U.S. or excuse me, the British Virgin Islands and north of Puerto Rico, we should have a better understanding of what it's going to do, and that's not going to be until Saturday, as you can see here on the National Hurricane Center image, which is right here. This is Saturday when it's out here, okay? Maybe even Sunday, Saturday, Sunday. Over this weekend, we should have a better idea of what it's going to do. Is it possible to get a hit or at least clip the eastern coast of the United States? Yes, it's very possible, okay? Is the most likely solution? Probably not, and we talked about that yesterday, and because most of these are going out to sea here and curving off to the north, we can't just assume that's correct. So it's something we're going to watch over the next couple of days. Most notably, once you get to the weekend video forecast, we should have a better idea by that point. But right now, I just don't want to write anything off and say this is just going to miss the eastern coast of the United States, because this is awfully close. This is a major hurricane that's sitting off the coast here at this point, and the European model has it, only a couple hundred miles off the coast of the Carolinas here. If we have a trend further westward, the ridge is a little bit stronger. You could tuck that thing in a little bit, or that trough coming in the middle of the week that I showed you on Wednesday is a little bit slower. It might be it comes in Thursday. That gives you a little bit of an opportunity for this thing to move closer. So we're going to continue to watch that here in the next several days. Today's only Wednesday. Again, until at least we get to Saturday, we're not going to have a better idea what the track is. Just don't worry about it right now. Don't get yourself all excited and up in arms if you're one of those that are afraid of weather and have a phobia when it comes to extreme weather events. Don't worry about this just yet, okay? If it's something that is imminent and it's going to hit the United States, I will let you know. But until then, just relax, take a breath. It's no big deal. We have a lot of time to look at this. And, even if the worst case scenario is realized, we'll have a lot of time to prepare for it at that point, even on Saturday, because this is not going to be coming in until about the middle of the month. Look what the date time frame here is. When this is in this position, this is the morning of September 15th. That's the middle of the month. Today's only the 6th. So we have a lot of time to look at this yet. A lot of time, okay? So don't fret. Don't look at the models. Just relax, okay? And we will continue to follow this in the coming days and actually the week ahead, pretty much. And make sure this thing stays out to sea harmlessly, hopefully. I'm EPA meteorologist Bobby Bartich. That is your outlook for September 6th, 2023. Have a great Wednesday.